There's an unspoken rule at this elite academy. Real old money kids only eat the tender cheek meat from a fish, so the second someone starts tearing into the back meat, everyone knows they came from a poor family. This is a twisted game designed by the heirs of the 4 major tycoon families. Every year they pick 50 poor students to play rich kids for 1 month. If you pull it off, you win a huge cash prize. If you get exposed, you have to work for the 4 families for free for 50 years. And me? I'm nobody. Just some broke guy who can barely keep himself fed. But because of one freak accident, I got picked by this elite academy while I was out making food deliveries. I lowered my head and looked at the invitation in my hand, edged in gold. Thinking of my mom lying sick at home, I finally nodded and decided to join this bizarre, ridiculous game. On the first day of school, I did everything I could to look cold, expensive, and untouchable, dragging a suitcase from some niche luxury brand through the front gate. A crowd of rich boys and girls had already gathered there just to watch the show, because today was the official start of the game. Everyone was staring, waiting for the fake rich kids to show up. I knew exactly what they wanted. To watch some kid from the slums try to act like old money and laugh at every nervous slip-up, every awkward little crack in the act. Some people had even started taking bets. They were betting on how many days these so-called low-class nobodies would last. But the second my face appeared, the whole crowd locked onto me. There was something in my expression, cold, polished, expensive, that made every rich boy and girl glance my way and start whispering about who I was. I frowned a little, looked over the crowd clogging up the front gate, then glanced down at the wet, uneven ground. I casually cleaned out my ear, then pointed at a rich kid standing off to the side in a daze. "Take off your coat and lay it down for me. I don't like my shoes getting wet." The second I said that, the guy I pointed at just stared at me in shock. No way, this guy is insane. Don't tell me he's that mysterious heir everyone's been talking about. The noisy crowd instantly went dead silent for a few seconds, and not one person dared talk back. That was because the 4 tycoon families had changed the rules this year. To make the game harder, they had real top-tier heirs, people who had supposedly stepped away from the spotlight, come in disguised as ordinary students. Even though I was only carrying a suitcase from some niche brand, nobody could tell whether I was a poor kid pretending to be rich or a real heir playing dumb and hiding in plain sight. I narrowed my eyes, my expression cold and unreadable. It was like I didn't see anyone there as worth my time. Every glance I gave made the rich boys and girls freeze where they stood. The air felt heavy. Nobody dared move, terrified they might offend some legendary heir from a top family. Oh my god, who is this guy? His aura is unreal. But not everybody liked my arrogant attitude. One student shot back, "Please, he's obviously one of this year's poor kids, just a little better at faking it than the others." I walked straight up to the rich girl with that defiant look on her face, and right there, under everyone's stunned stare, I slapped her. "What did you just say? Say it louder, I didn't catch that." Then I pulled out a handkerchief and wiped my hand like I was disgusted. Nobody expected me to throw hands without saying another word, and the crowd immediately exploded into whispers. "That's wild. Her dad is William, one of the top 10 richest men in the world, and he still dared to hit her. What kind of guy hits a girl?" She only said a couple things. That's seriously classless. The rich girl clutched her face in disbelief. She'd been pampered her whole life and had never been humiliated like this. Shaking with rage, she pointed at me. "You actually hit me? Do you even know who my father is? My dad is William, top 10 on the global